ain't driving no fish. Look, blue face in my pocket, you know how I get. Whoa, I'm from the bricks and I throw up the wick. Mike Amiri in my pockets stylish. Mike Amiri in my pockets fat. Nigga, you cap, why you lying? I can't go out like that, got this pole in my waist. Every day like my birthday, I'm getting this cake. If I want you to win, why the fuck would I hate? When I see like's the only thing that I'm running from. Rockstar, lifestyle, Mike Amiri, I feel like the chosen one. I know I'm the chosen one. SDK and ain't
Welcome back to WSJU Radio, the #1 college radio station all over New York City on iHeartRadio. We had to bring him out. Going crazy, Seventhekidd.
Seventhekidd, man. Wicked shit, man.
How's it going? How's life? How's everything going?
Shit, life going good right now. Just dodging the distractions and shit.
Right.
You know.
So take me back. What made you want to become a rapper? What was the foundation for this?
To be honest, like, I've been in the studio, not been in the studio, but like my older brother used to rap and shit. For me, like I was like probably like 10, 11, fucking around in the studio with him type shit. But I just recently started, you know, like 6 months ago and shit, dropping videos and shit.
Mm-hmm. Has the 6 months been like a fast life? Like, is it going crazy? Like, everything's gonna come at you real quick, or is it been slowed down? Like, did you control the pace?
Yeah, shit been good to me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's like I'm doing, like I'm getting shows and shit, doing shows and shit. I mean, it's my first interview and shit. Like everything going right, you know. Can't rush greatness, you know.
And speaking about, you say you started rapping around 11 and 12. You probably was like playing around.
Yeah, on some playing around.
Right.
Shit.
So when was that moment for you where like, I need to take this shit serious? Like, I can actually turn this something to like actual like bread and everything.
Fucking, I ain't gonna lie. Probably like a year ago, like, I'm just looking like, damn, I really got a gift, like, for me. I really know how to rap and shit, like, I'm really talented with this shit, so why not let the other people hear me, like, other states and shit, in the world and shit. Feel me? So, inspired by that.
So when you first started taking it serious, you said you felt like you had a gift for it. What was like the first thing that was like your best at? Like, was it the lyrical ability? Was it, you know, how you flow on the song? Or what was that thing for you, like, oh, I know how to do this for sure. Like, no one can tell me different.
I ain't gonna lie, I think it's my voice. People be telling me my voice. Like,
You shaking it?
I got like a unique voice and shit. My flows, yeah, my like, feel me? The way I be, I don't know. I could do drill for me. Then melodic, like, I'm not just like, for me, I'm a jack of all trades. Like, I could do it all, like. So it's like,
besides melodic and, you know, drill, I was like, no, I felt like you could do like a Detroit style, type beat.
Yeah, I probably could. Yeah, I probably could. You know, I fuck with Detroit and shit.
So what do you prefer more? Do you prefer like the melodic, you know, when you like vocalizing and go with the melody, or you like more the drill, like?
Yeah, I be like, when I do it, like, I gotta hear like the melody of the song, like, feel me? That's how it be easy like that if I want to do some melodic shit. But like, if I want to do some shit like turning up and shit, like shit for the club and shit, then I just be going crazy, like off the beat type shit.
With the melodic, you know, you're putting your pain out, and so have you ever gotten in trouble making a song with a girl?
Yeah, my girl be wildin'. I be having to tell her though, like, it's not really like directly towards you. It's like for, you know, people going through other shit in their relationship and shit. So I just,
you know, when that happens and you're making music for pain and fans are relating, they're reaching out and stuff like that. How's that feeling when you having fans like, damn, like what you said right there? Like, I felt
like felt that shit, right?
Like, how you feel about that when fans reach out like that?
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. My message requests, hell yeah, like, it went from like 0 to 100 real fast. Like, people been telling me like, yo, I really fuck with your sound, like, you gonna be there, like, you know, shit you be saying in your song, it be touching me and shit, like.
What was the weirdest fans interaction you had?
Fans?
What was the wildest thing a fan said to you in those message requests? You know, you said, well, it's 0 to 100. I know some of those fans might say some crazy shit.
I done got some shit like, can you fly me out? Like, can I be with you in the studio while you recording some shit? Like, feel me? But like, it's like, that's some weird shit, but it's like, I see people really fuck with me and shit though, like, feel me? And I only got like 3 songs out.
And what type of advice do you want to give to like the supporters that that's tuning in, like can't wait for the next Seventhekidd drop? Like, what type of advice do you want to give them?
I just tell them like, I'm gonna stay dedicated to this shit. I'm gonna go very far with this shit. Keep dropping music consistent. Giving them what they want to hear. New music.
Right. And
like
how was growing up like? Where did you come from? Like which borough are you from and everything?
Oh yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Bush. I'm from the Wick.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I mean, like it's like every other hood, every other state, like just trying to make it out the mud and shit, trying to come up and shit.
And do you feel like Brooklyn's gonna take it back from the Bronx? Because right now they saying the Bronx got it.
Yeah.
I've been having recently a lot of Brooklyn rappers, and they're all saying like Brooklyn's gonna take it back. Brooklyn's gonna take it back. So I want your stance on it. Do you feel like Brooklyn's gonna take it back?
Yeah, Brooklyn. I mean, like Bronx got it. I ain't gonna lie, but it's like certain Brooklyn niggas need to be heard, like coming out this shit so they can bring it back, type shit. Like I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm one of the hardest. I ain't gonna lie. 101.
Do you feel like you're underrated?
Yeah, I'm the underdog.
Why do you feel like that? Why do you feel like you're underappreciated by all the fans and everything that's going on in New York?
Cause it's like, I don't know, it's like certain shit I be saying in my raps and shit, like in my lyrics, it be going over people's head, like, I be really saying some hard shit. So it's like, everybody not gonna really like understand and shit like that, cause it's like now all the music is the same. Like you'll hear, it could be 5 artists right here, right? And this person is say some shit. And then this person will say the same shit the first nigga said, then the third nigga say this. It's like, everybody say the same exact shit. Like,
and what was one bar that you said that went over people's heads?
I ain't gonna lie, I said a lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie, I can't even remember. I be saying a lot of shit though.
You got one? You think he thinking too?
I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of shit though. Like you go back for me, listen to it. Like I be saying a lot of shit. I be having a lot in my head. I be saying a lot of shit though.
Alright, so that's a ability. That's like, where would you say your influences came from then? Speaking about, you said the melodic came from. You got some lyrical ability. That's like how would you trap your sound like then?
Huh?
Like your sound. Like who is inspired by? Like who inspired?
I be listening to that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with my son. Not even fuck with my son. I jack my son King Vaughn for me. I ain't gonna lie, like listening to, like Vaughn, Lil Durk, Lil Baby. Yeah. Now I fuck with my son Nardo Wick for me. But I ain't gonna lie, like Young Dolph. Shit like that.
And like
Future, matter of fact.
So, you made drill music, right? In New York. And like those inspirations there from all over. You got Baby from Atlanta. You got, Nardo Wick. Everyone. Yeah. Like, why haven't you try to tap into their sound? Why did you decide to I want to do it on the drill? Is it because of New York?
My song's not really old drill. That's what I'm saying. Like I got like over 100 unreleased songs right now. Feel me? Like they not drill. Like my shit's not really how everybody else shit is. That's why I'm different. Like too wicked.
All right. And 100 unreleased songs. How do you decide which songs you're gonna drop, which songs you're not gonna drop? Like there's 100 songs. As a rapper, I doubt you're gonna drop every song 100 songs. So how do you decide all right, this is for the fans. I'm not trying to drop this at all. I'm gonna drop this in a couple months. Like how do you decide? What's your thought process behind those?
I ain't gonna lie. I be deciding off what the people tell me to drop. Like if they I make a little trailer or something, and then for me, they tell me they fucking with that song. I just drop it for them,
Okay, so do you feel like you're making music for your fans instead of yourself? Or?
No, I'm making music for myself because I love this shit. For me, I love doing music personally. Like I love the art and this shit and the craft. For me, but for the fans, it just give me power. Like, oh, that's they really fucking with me like this. So I gotta be on task.
And with the drill scene going crazy, it's hard as a New York rapper to not just, even the melodic rappers like TJ or something, they'll just hop on a drill song just because it's what's hot in New York.
Yeah. Oh, you saying shit like that? Yeah, I do drill. Yeah, I do melodic shit on drill beats though. Feel me? Shit like that. Yeah.
That was on Chosen One. You did it for me.
Yeah. I think we was talking about some real singing shit.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking
Or
about
like a regular beat type shit.
Oh, like a regular like melodic singing.
Yeah.
It's like the versatility is the most important thing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I could do it all for me.
Mm. And Seventhekidd. I want to know for my sake. We just spoke about Chosen One. He had the melodic song. Producer Young Kid Beats. Who is that in your group? Because I see the kid. It has the 2 D's. Like
yeah. That's a coincidence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I want
to know, is he part of your group or not?
Nah, to be honest, he not even part of my group. Like, matter of fact, let me not even say that. He my producer now, like, for me, so he a part of my group, but to be honest, I never even met him yet. I think he's from, like, the U... Nah, I don't want to say the wrong... I don't know. I think he's from, like, Canada or somewhere like that, for me. I'm gonna meet him soon, though. He's from kind of New York, like, and it's crazy how his name, Young Kid, for me, Seventhekidd.
I was like...
Yeah.
All right. And
I ain't gonna lie, oh, yeah, that's another person, too. Like, my producer, like, he just send me... like 30 beats a day. Like he probably don't miss a day with sending me beats. Like where he send me straight beats every day, like on shit that I like. Like he'd make a beat based on my personality and how I for me rap and shit.
And how is the studio session like when you listen to those beats? Like today's gonna be a drill type of day, or today like how do you decide like today's gonna be only drill songs? Or you just like whatever is feeling it?
It be the mood I'm in, to be honest. Where, like, if I just wake up in that mood, yeah, if I just fuck around, do some drill shit or some other shit,
And how's the studio session like? Do you like how do you like the lights off? Do you like to be by yourself? Do you want the whole gang in there? Like, what do you prefer?
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, like I was saying, like it go by the moods, like like preferably like I'd rather be in the dark. For me, like I don't really like the light on when I'm. For me, I'd rather be in the dark, like, and I'd rather be by myself and shit. Like, I don't know, it's just me. Like, I don't know. I guess that's how I am. Like, I just like being in the dark, of course. Like, for me. But I be with the gang though, of course. Like, I be with the gang in the studio and shit. But it's like, I'd rather be by myself most of the time in the studio.
And speaking about the gang, you have one of your mans here. Who we got here?
Your boy Zah.
My boy Zah Wick, man.
I always ask this question. Every time. What's the funniest story you guys have together?
Damn. Alright, you here, you know what I'm gonna say.
I can't,
but for me, I ain't gonna say that though. That's too hot.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's some hot shit, but it's mad funny, but it's some hot shit. So for me, I don't want to put us out there like that.
Yeah, but funny shit. We be, feel me? Me and my son locked in for sure.
Yeah.
Funny shit. For sure.
That's my man's 100 grand right here. I ain't gonna front. We done been through mad shit together, like.
I just saw my son, for me, talk his shit. That's the time that, for me, like, I feel like his flow is for him to like talk his shit. Like his voice is meant for him to talk on a beat. Every song I tell him, yo, bro, just keep talking that shit, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, we got mad funny stories, but like most of them happen like in a car though, like
driving and shit like that. Maybe on the road and shit.
With the whole music scene, just saying, like, do you feel like discouraged when you see stuff like K getting booked, or like how you feel about like the mayor, speaking on about like he's gonna stop everything from going on? Like, do you feel discouraged to stop doing the drill music?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like that's why in my songs, like it's like anybody could talk. For me, anybody could talk hot. Like for me, like I don't like another thing too. Like I don't be like how niggas be like doing all that dissing shit. Like I don't got time for that dissing shit. For me, like, and I don't got time to be like putting hot shit in my songs, like self-snitching on myself and shit. Like I don't do none of that shit. Like for me, I keep everything, in order.
Do you feel like some drill rappers rely on just dissing?
Nah, I mean that's them, to be honest. Like I ain't gonna judge nobody else's music and shit. Like and for me, that's how they do their shit. I do my shit different. For me, I ain't judging nobody's shit. For me, like I'm from the wick. I do what I do. For me, like.
And are you tapped in with any other rappers from Brooklyn, like? Who has reached out that like, oh, I fuck with you, or like it was a mutual connection, like, I fuck with your shit, you fuck with my shit, like let's like who have you been connected with?
Connected? I ain't gonna lie. Oh yeah. Nah, not no other artists, but like from my shit, like my hood and shit.
Yeah.
My boy Bookie Hound rapping for me. Shout out my son Bookie Hound. That's the only. And my son Smooth Val shit for me. Those are the only two, like, for me. I don't be reaching out nobody for me. It's just like whatever comes for me.
And
I be doing my own shit, like.
I could tell, I've been on Instagram. I was looking at your Instagram. You've been everywhere. You've been in Puerto Rico. You was in LA and stuff like that. So I want to know, you're doing your own shit. You're going to different states.
Yeah, that's regular.
I can't even ask. You got a girl. I was gonna say, which state got the baddest bitches?
Man.
Yeah.
Well, you can't. You want to answer that?
Fuck it.
I ain't gonna lie, Cali.
Cali, Cali a different plate. That's a different plate, bro.
California, Atlanta, shit like that.
And once like a label, sign you and you get the first advancement, are you planning to move out of New York and go to Atlanta or Cali, or are you trying to stay home?
I mean, to be honest, I ain't even really think about, like, I'm trying to be I'm on some independent shit right now, so all that label shit, like, to be honest, they gotta give me what I want. Like, I ain't taking no terms or commands. Like, if a label want to sign me, like, they gotta give me what I want. Like, I ain't with all that, for me, like, trying to do all that other shit, like, but, like, labels, though, like, I will fuck with, like, Gucci Mane and, like, QC and shit like that, like, for me, but all them other shits, nah, I'd rather be independent. Like, I've been putting all my money behind this music shit already, for me, like, I could do it independent. Like, that's who another person I look up to, like, Young Dolph, like, I really think, for me.
And, you said independent, putting your money into all this. Like, what do you think you spent what's the most important thing to spend on? Is it the marketing? Is it the videos? Or?
Man, that's the marketing for sure.
Why do you feel like that?
The video is not, I ain't gonna say the video is nothing, but I think the marketing is more, because, like, you gotta worry about putting your music everywhere with marketing. Like, I got one card, like, I got one debit card just for my music, like, marketing and shit, like, feel me? Like, shit, like, regular shit, like, Instagram, YouTube marketing, Instagram.
TikTok?
Like, TikTok, like, making people dance to my songs and shit, feel me? Like, I be doing a lot of marketing, like, everywhere, like, with my shit. On some real independent shit.
Right. And you only have 3 songs out. What can we expect for 2022? What's the goals that you want to achieve this year? We're in the first quarter. What is Seventhekidd when December 22 comes around? You can look back and like, all right, I did this, and that, because you can look back at this interview like, all right, I want to complete those goals.
Oh yeah. New music and videos definitely dropping though. Like, probably like 2 weeks from now. So it's gonna be out probably before this video. But new music dropping. I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm one of them rappers that's trying to get Grammys and shit, like, awards and shit. I ain't gonna lie. Or I'm trying to be out of the state, country. My mom's on the hills, all that. Gangsta. That's the type of time that I'm on. I'm gonna do everything I said I'm gonna do, like.
And I seen that you have a performance lined up, and I'm speaking about this year. How did you get connected to the upcoming showcase and everything?
I just had a show last night.
You had a show last night?
Yeah, you talking about the shit with, that's on February 19th type shit. With So Drewski. To be honest, they hit me on the gram, so I just, just went along with that shit. Taking advantage of the opportunity and shit.
And when you speaking about the show last night, are you playing unreleased, or are you only playing the 3 songs that you have? Like, what's the go-to when you get into like, how do you get in that mode to perform?
Last night I was playing some unreleased shit. Yeah, I was playing some unreleased shit. They was fucking with that. I ain't gonna front. Man, they was fucking with that.
How does it make you feel when you see like you're actually performing music in front of people? Like, how is that feeling for you?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how other people be nervous and shit, but it's like it make me feel good though. Like, cause like you rapping your own shit. Like, that's like your own music you rapping to. Like, so why not just turn up to your own shit? Like, for me, like, I don't know. It's like I don't got no fear with this music shit. Like, I'm for me.
All right. So, what do you think is your best quality as a rapper then?
Best quality? What you mean?
Like
as in what?
Like in everything. Is it work ethic? Is it like consistency?
Yeah. My work ethic. Like, I be for me. I be doing a lot of shit. Like, going to the studio randomly, like hours and shit. Like in the studio, I buy like 7 grams, go to the studio. For me, just lock in by myself and shit. Or for me, I call one of the guys, 2, 3 of the guys for me.
Alright, speaking about hours in the studio, what was the longest studio session you had?
For me, I ain't gonna cap. The longest studio session I had probably like 8 hours.
8 hours?
Yeah.
Like, is it straight making music, or you just You know.
Yeah, straight making music. Like taking a break too for me, going over it, making sure everything sound right. But I'm talking about 8 hours by myself type shit. Like, yeah.
Do you feel like, you know, when you say you're going back and forth with your music, you know, do you feel like you're your biggest critic on yourself?
Like,
do you critique yourself the most on your own music?
I mean, I definitely try to push myself harder every day and shit. Like, I criticize I take the criticism, but I would notice in my songs before anybody do. Like, for me, if it don't sound right, it sound.
And you know, with the criticism and people like say, "Oh, this is not good," but like, how do you stay motivated? How do you not lose focus? How do you not gain doubt? Like, how do you continue going, keep striving?
I ain't gonna lie, the hate don't really be bothering me, to be honest. Like, you know, everybody gonna hate. Like, I ain't gonna lie, you hate it or love it. Like, where it's like you could be broke or rich, they gonna hate. Like, you could be dead or alive, they still gonna hate. Like, people just gonna hate regardless. Like, all the hate really stand out. But I just don't pay that shit no mind, to be honest. Like,
and you know, we're looking into the future. Are you satisfied of what you've done in your music career in the last 6 months? When you first started 6 months ago, seriously to now, like, can you?
Oh yeah.
You feel satisfied?
Yeah, I'm satisfied. For me, I just started my own YouTube page, trying to throw my videos on all my YouTube pages and shit. For me, I'm satisfied with that. I'm satisfied with doing shows now.
Right.
I had a show like 2 weeks ago. I had a show last night. I got a show next week, and I got a show February 19th. Like,
oh, you got shit.
So I'm just, you know, it's like elevation. You feel me?
And should, you know, your opinion about it, because you did both. You have a song on your own page, a song on. What's your opinion about upcoming rappers? Should they post their songs on other platforms? Like, you know, you had yours on Kane Frame, but like, you know, like Rap and Hustles and everything. Should they do it, or once they start, they should do it on their own page?
Once they start, I mean, like, yeah, you could start like on somebody else's page, you know, and then try to build on your own page and shit. Like, that's what I'm doing now. Like, trying to build my YouTube page up and shit. For me, I mean, yeah, facts. So I think, you know, they could fuck with the cameraman shit, post it on their page, but leave my own shit now. Like.
And, you know, speaking about your music career, one of the most important things about it is your rap name, Seventhekidd. How did that name come about? Who gave you that name? Or did you give it to yourself? Was that always your rap name? Or was it something else before? You got, like, you scratched it out and put, like, not Seventhekidd.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like, I ain't gonna lie. Seven was, like, I used to play ball and shit, like, but 7 was always my favorite number and shit, like.
Okay.
Not even knowing some like goofy, lucky shit. Feel me, like that? How they be saying, oh, lucky number 7 shit. Like, 7 is always our favorite number. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Love the number 7. I just feel like I'm that nigga. Like, so I just threw the kid on it. Like, for me.
Right. You used to play ball. You the best ball player in your group?
I used to play ball probably like. I ain't gonna front. That was a minute ago. That was like AAU. That was back in the '60s or some shit like that. Word, but
I saw, like, if you 1v1 him, you winning?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be smoking bad weed, so as soon as the game start, I'll probably be tired of shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I think I still, for me, got it, you know. And I wasn't always this tall either. This shit,
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was like 14. I was like 5'4". Word, when I was 14, I'm 21 now. I'm 6 feet. I mean 6'1".
I was 7. That's crazy.
Word.
And
I just feel like I'm made for this shit. Like, I'm ready to hit the big stages and shit.
So then, you know, big stages coming soon. You feel like you're made for this shit. This leads to my last question. What type of legacy do you want to have with the name Seventhekidd? You spoke about awards. You spoke about big stages. What legacy do you want people to remember you as when you retire?
Oh, legacy! I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to be one of the greatest. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm talking about, like, say how people, you know how people like, oh, Biggie, if you're from Brooklyn, oh yeah, Biggie was one of the greatest. I ain't gonna lie. Like, they say Brooklyn, they gonna say Seventhekidd, girl. Seventhekidd.
Right. I like that. All right.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm really gonna, this whole shit, like, building is gonna be different. I ain't gonna lie.
And before we head out, what do you want to say to the fans and supporters that that's tuned into every single song you drop?
I just want to tell them, like, thank you, for everything. For the people that's really with me, genuine and shit. I'm gonna be dropping new shit. They know I ain't playing around with this music shit. Like, it's a lot of people. I wake up every day, people tell me, like, keep going, you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it real far. Like, people telling me, they love my music and shit. Like, for me, like, that shit really make me want to go harder each and every day. Like,
can we expect the tape?
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. Probably like 7 song, like a 7-song mixtape or some shit. I be dropping singles right now though.
Alright.
Yeah.
And where people can find your Instagram at, social media is everything, YouTube.
Oh yeah, everything's Seventhekidd everywhere. I'm verified on Spotify
with 2 D's.
Yeah, Seventhekidd with 2 D's _ on Instagram. Everywhere else, Seventhekidd, Apple Music, Tidal, iTunes, all that. Find me everywhere, Seventhekidd. A lot of new music dropping. It's a whole lot of wick shit.
Thank you for coming through.